Bon dia, and welcome to episode 20 of Tristan Take Video. Today I am in sunny Murcia in the south of Spain, and this weekend we are doing two races in two different parts of Spain in less than 24 hours. So we're just out for a little pre-race ride this morning. Where we are in the world is Murcia. Murcia is about a 500-kilometer drive south of Girona. Yesterday I spent the day packing up, and then I caught one train, then I changed trains, then I caught another train, and then I jumped in a car for 5 hours with the guys, and we drove down over the course of the afternoon. Then we made it down to Murcia, and then we got out for a little sunset spin last night, just before dark. It's getting dark really late at this time of the year, so we got home from the ride at about 10 p.m. Had dinner, and now got up this morning, and we're just out for a little spin before we go for a race. So the race we are doing today is called the Gran Premi Poncemur. This was the first race I did with Oleka last year, and last year I was coming around one of the roundabouts, just leaned a little bit too hard and slid out at about 55 k's an hour, put a nice big graze down my leg. So I've got beef with this race, so it's important I came down here to attend this one. And so the reason this episode is called Two Races in Two Different Parts of Spain in one day, in 24 hours, is because the race starts today at 3 p.m. and then it's going to finish at about 6 p.m. and then we jump in the car and we drive 5 hours back up north, stay outside of Barcelona, and then tomorrow morning we drive another hour and we're going to race in Lleida. So it's a nice little rapid fire 2-race weekend, one on Saturday afternoon, one on Sunday morning. Getting some supplies. Alrighty, ride done. Went to get some supplies. It's going to be bloody warm today. They're saying 30 degrees on the start line, so it's going to make things interesting. Gonna have to drink a lot. Gonna have to stay topped up, and yeah, let's see how we go. One other quick little thing I just want to mention is I want to give a big shout out to these guys right here. My dudes at Inside Line Equipment. So a few weeks ago, Inside Line reached out and they said they've watched my videos and they really enjoyed them and they wanted to come alongside and support what I'm doing. So they've hooked me up with a few really nice bags for this season. This one that I've got with me is called the Race Day bag. This is perfect for taking to races. I had everything laid out yesterday that I needed for 2 days of racing, including all my kit, all my clothes, nutrition, sunscreen, spare book for travel, and all these sorts of things, and that all fit really nicely into the bag. The Race Day bag fits your shoes in it really well, and as you can see, it also fits your helmet in the outside mesh pocket there. One of the things that's cool about Inside Line Equipment is they're a California-based company, and they have a lifetime warranty on all their bags, and they say that is because they're confident that their bags are gonna last a lifetime. I'm gonna chuck a little link to Inside Line Equipment down here, and if you wanna see more, I'll chuck a link to their website down below in the description. Thanks so much to Eric and to Guy for sorting me out with those. Now let's crack on with some racing.
Para el mejor equipo de este tercer Gran Premio Poncemur.
And you're putting the sunscreen on. Gonna be hot today, see? ¿Qué es la temperatura?
Temperatura 35 grados.
Sí.
Hace frío, mucho frío.
Mucho frío. ¿Cómo es su piernas hoy?
Hoy están durmiendo ahora.
¿Y en la carrera?
Carrera a tope.
Sí. ¿Siempre?
Full gas.
Muy bien, muy bien. Repping the big 1, 2, 3. It's either got to be this one, or if it can't be that one, it's that one. If it can't be that one, it's that one. 5 gel day today. A few bars as well. Alright, so today's race, we have 120 kilometers, about 1,000 meters climbing, but that's made up of 2 climbs right in the middle. We've got 4 flat circuits to begin with, 10 kilometers. Go over a climb, do a big loop, go over the backside of that climb, and then back into town. Super windy, super hot. Lucky we have Powell right here to guide us through the day. Should we go and do it? Work? Muchas salas.
Muchas gracias.
How was that, Alfonso?
Wow. Suffering.
Suffering.
The pace.
Yeah, the pace was pretty hot.
The course is not hard, but the pace is very hard for me.
Sí.
And you?
Sí, fifth.
Fifth.
Cinco.
Congratulations.
Gracias.
Very good.
Tell me, what happened?
Too hot today.
Too hot?
Yeah.
But what happened in the race?
Yeah, we get fourth position in intermediate sprint, but in the climb I get two in the rear position, and I had to pass too many racers, pushing, and in the end I had no chance to be in the front.
You just couldn't quite catch the front guys.
Yeah.
And now on to tomorrow. Mañana.
I need to sleep
Yeah.
very well to be good tomorrow.
5 hours drive now first. Whoa. That was, to be honest, that was easier than last year, but it helps when you haven't slid out at 50 k's an hour in a roundabout to then stay at the front. Went pretty smooth around the fast circuits. Boys did some good work on the front. There was a breakaway away with about 10 guys in it, and I said to the guys on the mic on the radio, just like keep them at about 30 seconds. So we had Alfonso and we had Mark doing a lot of work on the front, just keeping the brake at about 30 seconds. And then we hit the climb, and it was a bit of a headwind up the climb, and I just waited for a small gap, waited for a few guys to be away, and then I waited until a couple of guys launched, and then I launched off their wheel, and I went across the gap up to the front 4 or 5, got there, A couple more guys came with me. We got over the climb. A few more guys joined. It was about 10 to 12 guys in the end. So we're all together, about 12 or 13 of us. We started up the second climb. It was pretty tranquilo pace. To be honest, it was very manageable. And then, as expected, a few guys attacked at the top. Went with that. It was pretty hard, but like manageable within the limit that I could handle. And then started the descent. Went down the descent. I descend very carefully. I like a low risk, low reward kind of descent rather than a high risk, high reward. So I let a couple of gaps go and let the other guys fill the gaps. Just generally sat and waited and knew that there was going to be a sprint in the end. It was a headwind into the sprint. So we came around the final corner and then through the last couple of roundabouts, and I just moved myself up. I was sitting last wheel and I just moved myself up to about fifth wheel or sixth wheel, and then started the sprint. And I'm not a sprinter at all. I've got about the worst kick in the world. So I started from fifth, I ended up at fifth. So not unhappy with that. Would have obviously liked to be a little bit higher up. It would have been nice to be on the podium, but you know, much better than last year. Came away with my shoes intact, came away with my hip intact, and yeah, nice little fifth place. Now we are getting changed. We get straight in the car without a shower. We drive 5 hours. Whew. So let's do that. Vamos. Oh, so what's happened here?
Yeah, this car is more broken than I am, and I got a broken neck.
Sunday morning. Pablo,
Hello, Tristan.
¿qué tal?
No, en la furgo atrás.
¿Esta te cabe en la furgo?
Sí, hombre, tú le cantas mal.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good. And you?
Good. Yeah, good.
You killed him yesterday?
No, kill myself. Oh yeah. Look at those fresh bonds.
Very good.
Fresh.
Twice
Bont.
baked.
Bont Bonello. Alrighty, Sunday morning. So we are rushing around like crazy as a result of getting up a little bit late, being exhausted. And then the car that Dan was in, coming from Girona, broke down, so we had to go and pick him up. So anyway, long story short, we are here, we've gotten ready, we've got about 10 minutes to roll out. Today's course, 150 kilometers, 154 kilometers. It's only got about 1,200 meters of climbing, made up of a couple of smaller climbs. Feeling the legs after yesterday. We've got David Gomez here, the leader of the Catalan Championship.
Good morning.
How are you? How are
is
you
the
feeling
breakaway.
today?
I think I'm fresher than you, but we'll see. And
Fresher than me, for sure.
130k. So
130, not 150.
yeah, but in the 130 there's a little hill that I'm sure you're going to push hard.
You and me.
Yeah.
All right. The little hill, kilometer 130. All right, let's
See you
go and
later.
do it. Second.
Yeah,
You're one of these.
not the sprinter I thought I was.
Did someone stay away?
Nah, it was me and one of the Balsala guys. Sorry, bro.
Almost! Fucking almost. Oh god. I saw it, huh?
Yeah.
I saw
I
it.
didn't play it too well, but... Well, I mean, I probably played it as well as I could, but I should have gone first, but... You never know. I've never sprinted the guy.
Yeah. Well done.
Oh, that was good from the team. 2 boys in the break.
Well done.
Yeah. Yeah, I sat on his wheel into that last left-hander and it's like flat into a 200-meter uphill drag. And I just sat there like laying off his wheel, trying to be smart, and he just went and I didn't even come at his wheel. Like,
He went before you had a chance to.
Yeah, he played it way better. He sprinted way better. So yeah, it would have been nice to have at least gone first and tried to get him, but he sprinted pretty well. I think he would have come back around me.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have put him into the fence. And
What do you think, Coach? DS. Nice little two-race
Good
weekend.
race. Good race for the team. Good race for Daniel. Good race for all the boys.
Roger came in second in the bunch.
Yeah, it was good. Good
race.
boys. We're going to try to bring more boys from Australia, I think.
Más Australianos.
Más Australianos.
Which is the third animal that we can...
Koalas, kangaroos.
Yeah, let's get Gaz down. Harrison needs a reason to move here for his girlfriend.
yeah.
Harrison, we're recruiting you. Equipo
No sé si hemos hecho, si no hemos hecho
We can't
primero,
pay you, we
había
can't
muchos
give you
franceses,
accommodation.
He would have won that sprint, I reckon.
He would have pumped Harrison, you would have pumped everyone in that sprint. Alright. Now it's time to pack
Now I
up.
have to find a way home.
Find a way back.
Our legs broke down on the way here.
Yes!
Leo.
Who's the one buying 80% of my time for the team?
Alrighty, and there we have it, back in Girona. That is one way to spend a weekend. Plenty of hours in the car, plenty of hours racing bikes. So today's race was quite different to yesterday's race. We started early in the morning. It was super hot. It got up to about 35 degrees. We rolled out. It was not too bad at the start, and then I turned the GoPro off to save some battery, and then kilometer 8 I went through the biggest hole and I double punctured. Both front and rear tires pretty much exploded. I went so hard through the hole that my the hoods on my handlebars rolled down. I came to a stop. Fernando gave me a new wheel and I had to chase for a while. There was a commissaire car there that was not allowing Fernando to tow me back on, and then I had Mark and Alfonso come back and they tried to give me a hand getting back up to the bunch, but we were just so far behind. And because it was early on in the race, all the attacks had been flying and there was a breakaway trying to get established. And so the bunch was moving pretty rapidly. So we were a long way behind for a long time, and I actually thought we might not get back. But then eventually it settled down. I was able to close the gap and got back to the main peloton. The rest of the race was pretty flat, a couple of climbs. There were some pinch points, there were a few attacks. We had Pau and Joffre in the break for the first 90 kilometers. Then they came back over the second climb. And then Dan got in the breakaway, which was the breakaway that won and stayed away. And you heard that he got away with one other guy from that breakaway. And then from the group behind, there was a bunch of attacks. I was able to follow the right move and got in the second group on the road, which was a group of about 10 or 11 guys. And then eventually it came down to a sprint for Dan, between Dan and Adam from Antigua Casa Belsala. And Adam won, Dan was second, and then I came in with the group behind, bit of a sprint, and I ended up about 16th. The boys from Aleka rode really well this weekend, did plenty of work, helped get the results, and just an excellent job all around, so cheers guys. Also want to say a big thank you to Robert Belsala for the lift back to Girona today. We weren't sure how we were going to get there, and after 2 days of racing I didn't really feel like catching the train all the way home from Lleida. And to you guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching that, just make sure you chuck a big like on it so I know. And if you didn't enjoy watching that, you can just leave a comment and say, cool story, bro. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode soon. All right, adieu.